proclamation by Councilman Bubba, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Lord Jesus, for the freedoms and liberties of this great nation of ours. And Lord, thank you for this day and the opportunity to learn about the operation of our city. Dear Lord, watch over all the victims of school violence and their family. Comfort them, Lord. Be with us and guide us as we go about doing business of the city. Amen. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Ms. Bobo.
Here.
Ms. Bowman.
Here.
Ms. Brown.
Here.
Ms. McNaught.
Here.
Mr. Hill.
Here.
Ms. Rader.
Here.
Mr. Wilhelm.
Here. We need the approval of the minutes of May 10, 2013.
Madam President,
Mr. Pugh.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of May 10, 2013.
Madam President. Ms. Rader. I would like to second that motion. I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of May 10, 2013. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. The minutes of May 10, 2013 have been approved. Elections and appointment, Mayor Rosado.
Madam President, I would like to appoint Tyler Carr to Mayor's Development Task Force. One-year term will be ending on May 9th, 2015. Thank you, Madam President.
Heath City Council would like to appoint Wyatt McQueen to Heath Park and Recreation Board. 5-year term will be ending on May 9th, 2019. Special orders and special committees, there are none. Unfinished business, there is none. Petitions and communications, Ms. Garbus.
To Heath City Council members from Citizens Safety Commission dated May 9, 2014 regarding juvenile curfew concerns, it has been brought to our attention that many juveniles have been out past their curfews. Please have the Heath police officers patrol our city streets each night to ensure the safety of all citizens. Thank you. To Heath City Council members from Citizens for Youth Committee dated May 9, 2014 regarding Heath City Water Park. We would like to suggest the Heath City Water Park be needed for the enjoyment of our citizens and covered at night when not in use. Thank you, Madam President.
Now is the time for visitors to speak. If anyone would like to come to the podium and speak, please state your name, address, and your concern. Now moving on to committee reports. Finance and Budget, Mr. Wilhelm.
Thank you, Madam President. Finance and Budget met May 5th and had 3 agenda items. Auditor Duncan, do you have anything to report?
Thank you, Madam President. Number 1, independent auditors are currently on site at Heath City Hall evaluating the financial records of the city. Wilson, Shannon, and Snow, CPAs, have been approved by the Auditor of State to audit Heath's financials. 2, incoming tax collections are down from collections as compared to last year. Collections are down approximately $57,000. It is important for council to remember it is not very responsible in spending. As you know, the city is not allowed to ever submit a budget that is not balanced. Last year, we ended the year with collections coming in approximately $450,000 over expectations. 3, the auditor's office will soon hold the city auction where impounded vehicles, bicycles, city surplus items, and items held in police department evidence that have been released by the courts. 4, council, the mayor, and the public should be aware that the auditor's office has again prepared an award-winning report and again qualified for the Government Finance Officers Association Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting. This completes my report. Thank you, Mr. Wilhelm.
Tax Commissioner Smith. Tax collector for 2013 had a substantial increase of 10% compared to the 2012 tax receipts. To date, the tax collected January of 2014 through April of 2014 is down slightly from the tax collected for the first 4 months of 2013. The difference could be contributed to the timing of tax payments received in the tax office. We are hopeful that the 2014 income tax collections will follow an upward trend throughout the year, surpassing the 2013 tax collections.
Thank you, Madam President.
Public Services, Ms. McNaught.
Thank you, Madam President. Public Services met April 28th at 5:30 p.m. about the delinquent utility acts. With wastewater, Ms. Waddell discussed the painting of the South Clarifier. Budget was set at $40,000. Hasten and Sawyer engineers estimated about $93,000. Bids will need to go out ASAP. New windows were installed at main building up to OSHA specs. Confined space training will be held May 22nd. The WW plant maintenance was completed. The new roof on chemical building was replaced by metal roof. Lab work goals were discussed and progress noted. With water, the water plant improvement update was given. Variable frequency drive pumps are in operation. The concrete gap in the bottom of the new clarifier is complete. Black concrete work has started on the clarifier. A discussion was held on water leaks that aren't our property. Ms. Waddell will give a report next month. Number 8 well will be cleaned this year. Finally, the ADR study was underway. After discussing goals, the meeting was adjourned at 7:14 p.m. Anything else, Utility Director, Ms. Waddell?
The Heath water plant is currently under construction and will be completed June 1st, 2014. The Heath wastewater, the South Clarifier will be painted this summer and completed August 31st, 2014. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President.
Public Safety, Ms. Bella.
Thank you, Madam President. Heath Police Department, March statistics, 2014. Calls for service were 1,195. Offense reports were 138. Arrests, 58. Accidents, 25. And citations, 97. Legislative request was to purchase new laptops for 4 cruisers at the cost of $1,700 each. Equipment. K9 units need new tires. New business. Discuss the need to replace 2 cruisers this year. Alarms. 24 alarms in total. 2 of them residential and 22 commercial. Police Chief Bottom, do you have a report?
I do not have this one.
Heath Fire Department. Fire runs were 35. Mighty BT fire runs were 149. EMS runs 152. YTD runs and EMS runs were 474. Transports monthly total was 81. YTD total was 235. Legislative request to purchase new squad at the cost of $280,000. Equipment. Tower tank had a bad starter and was repaired. Training. Airway classes with Dr. Bear. New business. Discuss the future fire equipment levy. Fire Chief Romine, do you have a report?
I do not, thank you.
Thank you, Madam President.
Streets and Drainage, Ms. Rager.
Thank you, Madam President. On April 21st, the Streets and Drainage Committee met at 5:30 p.m. Superintendent Trayton McCoy gave his report. There were 3 items on the agenda. First item, the legislative request for $30,000 to finish purchasing signs and materials so that the street signs can be completed in the city. After some discussion, the request was approved and sent on to the Finance Committee. Second item, the Durapatcher machine is being used by our street crews. They are working to fill the potholes caused by the hard winter we had just went through. This will take some time to get this work completed. Third item, we received a shipment of 100 tons of salt. This fills our barn to capacity. Mr. McCoy said that he would like to thank the crews for their hard work this past winter in keeping our streets clean. With nothing else to report, we adjourned at 5:45 p.m. Street Superintendent McCoy, do you have anything to add?
The medians on Route 79 are being cleaned and implemented on. Turning along all roads and guardrail repair will be the next thing. All right of ways will be loaded by the 2 new tractors the street department has purchased. Because of the hard winter, we will be facing a lot of potholes on the road.
Thank you, Madam President.
Community Development and Zoning, Ms. Bobo.
Thank you, Madam President. We met May 5th at 5:30. We had 4 agenda items to discuss. First, plan review, Port Authority entrance drive. Second, legislative request, bid for street and utility department chemicals. Third, legislative request, ODOT bridge inspection services. Fourth, legislative request, State Route 79 median maintenance. Does zoning inspector Blackburn have anything to add?
I recommend that the hours of waste garbage pickup within the city be 7 a.m. through 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday to reduce the number of noise complaints. Also, the Shelley Company was elected as the contractor to pave
Thank you, Madam President.
Parks, Recreation, and David Shea. Mr. Pugh.
Thank you, Madam President. Parks, Recreation, Davis Shea was called to order at 5:50. Item 1, cleaning, pool, and landscaping. They have hired part-time help and have started the cleaning and landscaping process. Pool will be open earlier this year on May 31st, so things need to be ready by then. Item 2, pool staffing is completed. We'll be sending out letters to those hired and start training for employees. Ann, Rhonda, and Mayor did final review of applicants to make selections. Pool advertising has been up on white picket fences and electronic billboards. Membership prices will increase May 1st. Item 3. Testing for leak inactivity. Trying to fix the test revealed we were losing a lot of water. Had to dig into concrete to get camera in to find the leak. Unsure what cost will be, but money will come out of capital. Item 4, leak and roof. Soffit and drains are being fixed. Overhang we used for picnics at the pool had a leak which rotted some of the wood, which would cost less than $5,000 to repair. We'll use money out of pool budget, but may need to come back for additional funds if have additional issues to address. Item 5, mowing and cleaning parks. Granville Christian Academy helped with clean up on Tuesday of last week, and we'd like to do this every year. Mayor went to Rotary Park in Newark and was impressed with outdoor workout equipment. Bob will go and check them out to see if there would be an opportunity for fundraising to add to Gallup Park. Adjourned at 6:32. Park Superintendent Brown, do you have anything to add?
This spring is a busy time of year for the Parks Department. Softball and volleyball leagues at Gallup Park for adults has begun. The swimming pool has to be clean and ready for opening day, along with baseball diamonds at Hoback Park. Picnic tables need to be placed in the parks, and the overall cleaning of all parks, including mowing and picking up fallen branches, has to be done. Playground equipment must be checked along with any other facilities within the park system. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President.
Planning Commission will meet Thursday, May 27th at 7 o'clock. Introduction of ordinances, none. Ordinances and second reading. Ordinance number 1, CL18.
An ordinance authorizing the Director of Mayor to develop a partnership with Heath City Schools to improve bus stop safety.
Madam President, Ms. McNaught, I would like to make the motion to adopt ordinance 1, CL18.
Madam President,
Ms. Bowman.
I'd like to second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to approve ordinance number 1, CL18. Any comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Ms. Bobo?
Yes.
Ms. Bowman?
Yes.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. McNaught?
Yes.
Mr. Pugh?
Yes.
Ms. Rader?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhelm?
Yes.
Ordinance number 1, CL18 has been adopted. Ordinance number 2, CL18.
An ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $8,500 within the capital improvement fund to establish a curbside recycling program within Heath city limits.
Madam President,
Ms. Rader.
I would like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 2CL18.
Madam President,
Mr. Pugh.
I would like to second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 2, CL18. Any comments or discussion?
Madam President.
Ms. Bowman.
I don't think curbside recycling will be used because all the people that do recycle do it personally. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President.
Mr. Pugh.
And going off of what Ms. Bowman was saying, there's already drop-off bins, and people who do recycle already go to those recycle bins, so there's no need to add more curbside stuff, and we already have those bins. Thank you, Madam President.
Any other comments or discussion, Madam President? Mayor Rosado.
You can pass ordinance number 2CL18, but I plan on vetoing this ordinance. Thank you.
Roll call.
Ms. Bobo?
No.
Ms. Bowman?
No.
Ms. Brown?
No.
Ms. McNaught?
No.
Mr. Pugh?
No.
Ms. Rader?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhelm?
Yes. Ordinance number 2, CL18 has been defeated. Ordinance number 3, CL18.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to add additional crosswalks and lights for students along 30th Street and State Route 79.
Madam President,
Ms. Bobo.
I would like to make a motion to adopt ordinance number 3CL18.
Madam President,
Mr. Wilhelm.
I'd like to second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 3CL18. Any comments or discussion?
Madam President,
Mr. Pugh.
I don't feel like there is a need for crosswalks to be added on to 30th and 79 because the people who use them, already use them, so there's no need for more. But there's also the people that don't use them, and just adding more is not going to make it any better. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Ms. Bobo.
I think we need this because you don't want parents to worry about their children going to school and getting ran over but if you have this, they won't have to worry. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Mr. Duncan.
I do not feel that we need this. Because if people are, there's already them in. We don't need more, we're already there. And two, if people are gonna jaywalk, they're already jaywalking. If you put that there, it's not gonna help it. They're just gonna keep going that way. If something works, it might change it. Thank you, Madam President.
Any other comments or discussion?
Madam President,
Mr. Switzer.
I think adding crosswalks would help improve jaywalking because it would get a lot more safer than jaywalking. And adding stoplights would stop the cars from running over the children. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President. Ms. Bowman.
Going off what Mr. Switzer said, since when do kids care about if it's safe or not? Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President. Ms. McNaught. Going off of what Mr. Duncan said, he said, why fix something if it already works? Well, right now, our crosswalk system isn't working, so we do need to fix it. Thank you, Madam President. Roll call.
Ms. Bobo.
Yes.
Ms. Bowman.
No.
Ms. Brown.
Yes.
Ms. McNaught.
Yes.
Mr. Peel.
No.
Ms. Rader.
Yes.
Mr. Wilhelm.
Yes.
Ordinance number 3CL18 has been adopted. Ordinance number 4CL18.
An ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $1,500 within the Capital Improvement Fund to develop partnerships with area organizations, churches, and schools to provide year-round after-school programs.
Madam President,
Mr. Pugh.
I would like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 4CL18.
Madam President. Ms. McNaught. I would like to second that motion. I have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 4CL18. Any comments or discussion?
Madam President,
Mr. Pugh.
I feel like if we added these after-school programs, it would benefit in many ways. It would get kids off the street instead, so we'd have like less, crime. There could be adding into it, there would be you could have adults come in and monitor what is going on. So, if there's something horrible happening. And we could have other organizations come in and say hey, here's how to do stuff that they don't teach you how to do in school. And it would just help out a lot. Thank you, Madam President.
Mr. Duncan.
I believe that we do not need to spend this money because kids already have extracurricular activities like sports and band and choir and things, so I do not believe that we need to spend this money. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Mr. Pugh.
going off what Mr. Duncan was saying, this is for the people who don't have after-school activities. So, say they're not in an athletical activity or academic activity, they could just go here and hang out with their friends. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Ms. Bobo.
I don't think we need this because if we don't have this, then other kids can get into clubs at their school and stuff instead of go to that, which would get them more into school and better on college applications and things. Since they're in a lot of clubs and they can volunteer and stuff, so thank
Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Mr. Pugh.
this is again for the people who don't want to do the clubs or other after-school activities. Thank you.
Madam President,
Mr. Switzer.
I do not think we need to spend this much money on this. But I do think it would be a good idea to spend some money on it. Because it would get people outside of their house in the summer. And it would get them off the streets and keep them safe. Thank you, Madam President.
Roll call.
Ms. Bobo?
No.
Ms. Bowman?
No.
Ms. Brown?
No.
Ms. McNaught?
No.
Mr. Pugh?
Yes.
Ms. Rader?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhelm?
Yes. Ordinance number 4CL18 has been defeated. Ordinance number 5CL18.
An ordinance authorizing the appropriation of $5,000 within the capital improvement fund to increase children's play area, freshen and installation of basketball courts at Geller Park.
Madam President, Mr. Wilhelm. I would like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 5CL18.
Madam President,
Ms. Bobo.
I would like to second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 5CL18. Any comments or discussion?
Madam President,
Mr. Switzer.
I think it would be a good idea to install basketball hoops and to increase children's play area because the kids are getting older and they're getting bigger and they don't have much things to play on at this playground. And the installation of basketball courts at Geller Park would help them. Thank you, Madam President.
Mr. Duncan.
Going off of what Mr. Schweitzer said, I think that these would also be very useful because it would open the variety of ages of people that show up at Geller Park. Thank you, Madam President.
Any other comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Ms. Bobo?
Yes.
Ms. Bowman?
Yes.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. McNaught?
Yes.
Mr. Pugh?
No.
Ms. Rader?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhelm?
No. Ordinance number 5CL18 has been adopted. Ordinance number 6CL18.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to organize activities for Heath seniors and opportunities for them to get together more.
Madam President. Ms. Bowman.
I would like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 6CL18.
Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Ms. Rader.
I would like to second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 6CL18. Any comments or discussion?
Madam President,
Mr. Schweitzer.
I think that we need to focus more on our future generation than these seniors that have already lived their life. They have already lived a full life, and our next generation is going to be the step towards greatness. And we need to focus on them more than our seniors that have already done what they wanted to do. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Ms. Bobo.
I don't think we need this because if seniors wanted to get together more, then they just go to a nursing home. And then they'll have like other activities to do with other people and more than at the senior center. Like, yeah. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President.
Ms. Rader.
Okay, well, to go off of what Mr. Schweitzer said, elderly people are not dead yet. They still have life to live. Yes, we should focus on our youth some and a lot, but our older generation should still be acknowledged and respected. Also, some, to go off of what Ms. Bobo said, some elderly would like to stay in their homes as long as they could. They don't want to go to nursing homes. Some of them can't afford nursing homes. Nursing homes with luxuries like games and all these other things cost more, and some elderly don't have money to do that. It's just the society that we're in. And it's nice for these activities to be able to happen because it allows senior citizens who aren't in nursing homes and ones who are in nursing homes, ones who don't have family around, to get together. And if people stay in a town their whole lives, they grow up there, they live there, then there's going to be more than one. So maybe they live in different nursing homes, maybe they live in different areas of the city and never knew that each other was there. These activities could allow them to reunite with old colleagues. And also, if they don't have family around, this allows them to connect more. And also, these older generations, yes, they have lived their lives, but they also have history that they can tell us. Like, think of the landslide over in Washington. There've been previous landslides, so people from older generations could have told us that would have happened, and that there was a chance that would happen. They could tell us things that we wouldn't guess would happen. And furthermore, also, it doesn't have to happen every single day, every single week. It can happen once a month or so. It doesn't have to be in a building that we have to spend a whole lot of money on. They could meet out at a park if it's nice. They could do something that doesn't provide restrictions.
Discussion closed, roll call. Ms. Bobo?
No.
Ms. Bowman? Yes. Ms. Brown?
No.
Ms. McNaught?
No.
Mr. Pugh?
No.
Ms. Rader?
Yes.
Ms.
No. Ordinance number 6, CL 18 has been defeated. Ordinance number 7, CL 18.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the mayor to establish incentives for more family-friendly businesses within city limits.
Madam President, Ms. Bobo, I would like to make a motion to adopt ordinance number 7 CL 18.
Madam President,
Ms. Bowman,
I would like to second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance number 7 CL 18. Any comments or discussion?
Madam President,
Mr. Schweitzer?
I do think that this would be a good opportunity for our community to bring in more family-friendly businesses would improve our financial benefits. Because this is a small community, and a family-friendly business would help us. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Ms. Bowman?
I believe this is a good idea because if somebody is visiting Heath for the first time and they go to a store or restaurant that is not family friendly, then that is their intake on Heath. They think that most of the other stores are like that. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Mr. Pugh?
going off of what Ms. Bowman was saying, if, say, somebody from Granville walks into our mall and they see Spencer's, we don't want that impression on our city. So I agree we should have more family-friendly stores. Thank you, Madam President.
Any other comments or discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Ms. Bobo?
Yes.
Ms. Bowman?
Yes.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. McNaught?
Yes.
Mr. Pugh?
Yes.
Ms. Rader?
Yes.
Mr. Wilhelm?
Yes. Ordinance number 7 CL 18 has been adopted. Introduction of resolutions, none. Resolutions on second reading. Resolution number 18 CL 1.
Resolution renaming County Road 0000 as Rosado Parkway in honor of Mayor Tatiana Rosado. Whereas council has determined the county road 0000 should be named in Mayor of Tatiana Rosado, she has been involved in many ways in the community of Heath. Whereas Tatiana Rosado has been a teacher, principal, and superintendent of Heath City Schools, served in the military, received a distinguished award from the Licking County Veterans Service Commission, American Legion Post 771, voted as Veteran of the Year, participated in other civic and community events, activities, and organizations for many years. 3-on-3 basketball champion, dodgeball champion, and has received all A's to social studies certificates. Whereas Tatiana Rosado is presently the mayor of Heath and leader in the community, and well deserving of a road named in her honor. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Heath, State of Ohio, Section 1, that council supports, encourages, and approves of the renaming of County Road 0000 as Rosado Parkway. Section 2, that this resolution shall take effect and be enforced from and after the earliest period allowed by law.
Madam President,
Mr. Pugh.
I would like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 18CL1.
Madam President. Mr. Wilhelm.
I would like to second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to adopt resolution number 18CL1. Any comments or discussion?
Madam President,
Mr. Duncan.
I do not believe that we should create this road named after Mayor Rosado, because out on her list of things she has done, a lot of other things, and a lot of other people in this room have done too. There's a principal in here, there's a mayor, there's some dodgeball champions, there's some 3-on-3 basketball champions, and things like that, and they do not have a road named after them. So why should you have named after a road named after you? Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President. Ms. Bobo. I don't think a road's that big of a deal. I mean, it's like not a very big section of the road. So I don't understand why you're making such a big deal out of it, Mr. Duncan. Thank you, Madam President. Mr. Pugh.
I'm pretty sure most of the stuff on here she did not do. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President?
Ms. McNaught.
Going off of what Mr. Duncan was saying, a lot of people in this room have done one of the things Mayor Rosado has had on her list. Mayor Rosado has done it all. So I think she deserves a road. Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President. Ms. Rader.
Going off of what Ms. Bobo said, if it's not such a big deal, then why do it? Thank you, Madam President.
Madam President,
Mr. Duncan.
if going off what Ms. Bader said, if it's not such a big deal, then why doesn't everybody have a road? Ms. Bobo, why doesn't everybody have a
Roll
road?
call.
Ms. Bobo,
Yes.
Ms. Bowman,
No.
Ms. Brown,
Yes.
Ms. McNaught,
Yes.
Mr. Pugh,
No.
Ms. Rader,
No.
Mr. Wilhelm.
No. Resolution number 18CL1 has been defeated. Reports of city officials, Mayor Rosado.
Thank you, Madam President. Plans are proceeding for City of Heath's first parade in 15 years. As we get ready to host the county's Armed Forces Day Parade on Saturday, May 17th at Heath, some of the parade participants getting to attend include the Heath, Newark, and Utica High School marching bands, the pipe and drum band from Franklin County, and the World War II Sherman tank, which is fully operational and will proceed on its own power along the parade route from 30th Street and down Central Street into the Yellow Line. Military and veteran units will be in the parade as well. As we know, this past winter was unusually hard on our streets and roads. We are aware there are many potholes and rough spots throughout the city which need to be addressed. Our streets crews are working to get the holes filled and repair patches of larger concern. We appreciate people of Heath being patient with this process. We all know they can't always take care of everybody. Finally, thank you to the Heath Lions Club for hosting today's lunch and people from fire department who helped us station ready for
PM.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to thank everybody who made this possible, including Mr. Hankinson and the Lions Club and everybody for putting on the lunch today, and everybody for taking us out and showing us a tour of Heath and everything that's possible here. I'd like to thank Mr. Heffley very much for helping us, and that's about it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Madam President.
Ball Director Schweitzer.
I want to thank everyone for coming out today, and thanks to everyone who made this day possible. I also want to thank Mr. Hankinson for being a great teacher, and I want to wish him luck in his new job. Thank you.
Council Member Rader.
I would like to thank everyone that came here, Mr. Hankinson for giving me a position of a council member, Councilman Member Heffley for being my ride around the city, and Councilmember Kelly for helping us, and the Lions Club who did the lunch, and yeah. Thank you.
Councilmember McNaught.
Thank you, Madam President. Okay, I would like to thank Mr. Hankinson for giving me this position. I would like to thank all of our wonderful council members, all of our other assistants that showed us around today and how to put up with us all day long, because I know that must have been hard. I'd like to thank our mayor for doing this, and I'd like to thank all of you guys for sitting here and listening to us talk. Thank you.
Councilmember Wilhelm.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to thank all the city workers and the mayor for their hard work in making us a good city. I'd like to thank Mr. Hankinson for teaching me the straight line game.
Madam President. Councilmember Bobo.
I would like to thank everybody that came out and listened to us debate and talk. And I'd like to thank Hanky. I'd like to thank Mr. Kelly and Mr. Heffley for helping us with getting everything ready and practicing yesterday. And I'd like to thank Mark Johns, Mayor Mark Johns, and I'd like to thank everybody that helped with the lunch earlier today, and the Lions Club. Thank you, Madam President.
Councilmember Pugh.
I would like to thank Mr. Hankinson and the City of Heath for giving me the opportunity to participate in youth government. I would also like to make the audience aware the middle school track Licking County League meet is Saturday, May 10th. Thank you, Madam President.
Councilmember Bowman.
I'd like to thank everybody who helped out with this order today, and Mr. Hankinson for appointing me as a council member. Thank you, Madam President.
Council Clerk Gargan.
I'd like to thank everyone for participating, and I'd like to thank Mr. Hankinson for setting all this up for us, and Mr. Kelly and Mr. Heffley for driving us and helping us yesterday and today. Speak, Madam President.
I would like to thank everybody who is here today and participated, the fire department and the Lions Club as well. I would also like to thank Mr. Hankinson and wish him luck at his new job for sure.
Police Chief Bonham.
I would like to thank everybody for coming out today and everybody that made it possible, that Mr. Hankinson has a good time at his job next year. Thank you.
Fire Chief Brumlin.
I would like to thank all the hardworking middle schoolers at Heath Middle School. The Lions Club for putting together, and Mr. Hankinson.
Building and Zoning Director Blackburn.
I would like to thank everyone that made this possible today. Mr. Hankinson, the Lions Club, for everyone. And all of the drivers who drove for the railroad surrounding the prepare
Smith.
I want to thank Mr. Hankinson and for all the drivers and the fun. Thank you, Madam President.
Utilities Director Waddell.
I'd like to thank everyone for this opportunity. Thank you, Madam
Parks Superintendent Brown.
I would like to thank Mr. Hankinson for giving me this great opportunity. Because I don't like talking in front of people. But that's okay. And I'd like to thank whoever got us to actually present these city council members because I think it's cool. Thank you, Madam President.
Street Superintendent McCoy.
I would like to thank Mr. Hankinson and youth workers that showed us around the areas of toys and taking time.
New business, there are none. Reading of bids, Auditor Dunn.
Thank you, Madam President. The street department materials, Shelby Materials Incorporated, limestone and gravel. And the water and wastewater department chemicals, the U.S. Aluminum Company Incorporated, aluminum sulfate. Thank you, Madam President.
Miscellaneous, Mayor Rosado.
Mayor, would you like to join me down front, please? I'm fortunate enough that my voice projects loud enough. I don't even have a microphone for anything.
Autumn Dozier, Assistant Auditor.
Good job, Brianna. You too, Autumn.
Jada Kroom, DC Type 2.
Yes, it's true. My fourth favorite movie.
Hannah Bottom, Detective.
Hannah Bottom. Hey, Jade. Woo! Good job, Jade.
Police Sergeant. High Red Herring, Police Sergeant. Callie Abrams, Police Officer.
Good job, Callie.
Ryan Hendershot, Police Officer. Sam Sowers, Police Officer. Asia Johnson, Police Officer.
Yeah, she is.
Audrey Townsend, Fire Captain. Nick Lee, Fire Captain. Daniela Titus, Firefighter. Tyler Carr, Firefighter.
Good job, TK.
Sawyers, Firefighter. Brittany Channel, Firefighter. Wyatt McLean, Cardboard.
Good job, boy. Don't break the cobra.
Ashley Peck, Cardboard. Michelle Chen, Services. Lane Castle, Assistant Services. Shanna Key, Safety Threat.
I need a motion of adjournment.
Madam President, Ms. McNaught, I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
Madam President,
Ms. Rader,
I would like to second that motion.
I have a motion and a second to adopt this warrant. All in favor say aye. I declare this council meeting on May 9, 2014 adjourned.
All right.
Podium back, so.
I don't know whether to let it go while they're doing this. Okie doke. Yeah, see you Monday.
Okay, you want pictures too? Okay, everybody come around in front, please. So council members can stay there. Hey guys. Council members will have to come in. Yes, AJ. You have your phone? Hey, Simon, people you're taller than. That's perfect. Okay, just look this direction and smile.
No!
1, 2, 3.
Keep looking. Keep looking. Keep looking. Keep looking. Keep. Just remember, everybody thank you to Kate. Kate wore a dress.
1.5 grade reduction.
Thank Trey McCoy.